हेलो एवरीबॉडी। आज के इस वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ कुछ और लेटेस्ट कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस या लेटेस्ट इंटरव्यूज में कौन कौन से जीडी टॉपिक्स के ऊपर कैबिन क्रू से इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं, वो मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ। शुरू करने के पहले मैं आपको ये ज़रूर बोलना चाहूँगी कि मैं कुछ कुछ क्वेश्चंस के आपके साथ आंसर्स भी डिस्कस करूँगी, सैम्पल आंसर्स, ताकि आपको एक आइडिया मिल सके कि आप अपने जवाब कैसे प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं। इंटरव्यू वाले दिन जो जवाब होंगे वो आपके ही होंगे, बट जब आप दूसरे लोगों के आंसर्स सुनते हो तो आपको एक आइडिया मिलता है, आपका जो थिंकिंग कैपेसिटी है वो थोड़ी बढ़ती है। आपको समझ में आता है कि अगर इस पर्सन के लिए विमेन एम्पावरमेंट का मतलब ये है तो मेरे लिए क्या होगा। तो आप चीज़ें सोचते हो, यू स्टार्ट इनोवेटिंग, यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग मोर एंड मोर अबाउट दीज टॉपिक्स। तो मेरा मकसद आपके साथ सैम्पल आंसर्स डिस्कस करने का बस यही है कि यू विल अंडरस्टैंड हाउ यू कैन मेक योर आंसर्स बेटर। एंड कुछ लोगों ने मुझसे कमेंट सेक्शन में मेरे प्रीवियस वीडियोस में रिलेटेड टू कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस विद आंसर्स में मुझसे पूछा है कि आप इसका रिटन फॉर्मेट भी मुझे बताओ। तो आई एम वेरी सॉरी गाइज, आई कैन नॉट शेयर एनी रिटन फॉर्मेट of the answers and the questions. The only reason being is that there is no right answer or wrong answer for any cabin crew interview. The whole idea of cabin crew interview questions, when recruiters ask you questions, is about testing your personality, how you are as a person, and there is nothing wrong or nothing right about you thinking about a certain topic in a certain way. So I was discussing about what are my thoughts on a certain question. If I was going to attend an interview, this is the way I would answer. तो वो मैं आपके साथ इसीलिए शेयर कर रही थी ताकि आपको आइडिया मिले कि आप कैसे आंसर कर सकते हो, बिकॉज ये सारे जो जवाब है वो आपके ही होने चाहिए। बट यू विल गेट एन इंसाइट एज टू हाउ अदर पीपल थिंक, सो यू विल बी मोर इनोवेटिव टूवर्ड्स योर आंसर्स। दैट्स इट। तो अब चलिए शुरू करते हैं। मेरा नाम है रचना एंड वेलकम टू माई चैनल। Okay, so the first question is, what is customer service according to you? So customer service according to me is maybe providing exceptional support and care towards the person, towards the passenger who's on board, taking care of his safety, empathizing with him, going above and beyond his expectations. सो नाउ एज अ फ्रेशर आपसे या इस एक्सपीरियंस कैबिन क्रू भी आपसे ये पूछा जा सकता है कि कैन यू प्लीज डेमोन्स्ट्रेट और कैन यू प्लीज शेयर एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ व्हाट गुड कस्टमर सर्विस इज अकॉर्डिंग टू यू। इफ यू आर एन एक्सपीरियंस कैंडिडेट, आपके पास हजारों आंसर्स होंगे या एग्जाम्पल्स होंगे वेयर यू कैन डेमोन्स्ट्रेट हाउ यू provided exceptional customer service to a guest. But now let's talk about freshers, because उनको ही ये सब questions के answers में थोड़ी मुश्किल होती है। So अगर आपसे ऐसा पूछे जाए कि can you please quote an example, what is exceptional customer service to you? So what are you going to say? अगर आपने कुछ भी ऐसा देखा है, मे बी आपने जब पहली बार या कभी भी आपने जब फ्लाइट से ट्रैवल किया होगा, आपने कैबिन क्रू को ऑब्जर्व किया होगा कि वो कैसे काम करते हैं, वो कैसे इंटरेक्ट करते हैं पैसेंजर से, तो आपने क्या देखा? वॉट इज इट दैट टच्ड योर हार्ट व्हेन यू वर ऑब्जर्विंग समबडी हु वाज सर्विंग अनदर पर्सन? या अगर आप कभी फ्लाइट से ट्रैवल आपने नहीं किया है, इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ रेस्टोरेंट और अ होटल दैट यू विजिटेड, what did you see? How did you see that the person served another person? तो you can quote examples of that. अगर आपको examples और quote करने हैं तो you can talk about you going to a supermarket and you had some issue, or you saw how the people in the supermarket were helping a lady or an old person, or whatever your experience was, whatever you have seen, you can talk about that and how it touched your heart. Basically, customer service should be it just means going above and beyond the expectation of the person who's in front of you, whoever you are serving. So you can demonstrate any such example, and that according to you should be customer service. Next question is, what are your hobbies? So जब भी आपसे ऐसा कुछ सवाल पूछा जाए, what are your hobbies, what do you do in your free time, try not to talk about stuff where you're not learning too much. Okay, try to show that you're always growing, learning, you're motivated, you're self-motivated, you are self-encouraged, and you like working towards yourself and improving yourself every day. For example, if somebody talks to me or asks me about what are my hobbies, personally, I believe in self-care and wellness, and I try to work on myself, try to keep my mind sane every day. So how do I do that? Because we are in a fast pace environment day and night, and working on ourselves, our mental peace, our sanity is very important. So I try reading up motivational speeches. I try watching motivational speeches, inspirational quotes. I try understanding how being mindful is very important. So this is something that I keep practicing day in and day out. Next is, who is your ideal person to look up to? Now you can have many answers for this. If I had to talk about myself, there is one lady who I really look up to. She is none other than Sushmita Sen. That I have reasons why I say this. So my basic reason is that she has always been somebody who has done what she thinks is right for that moment. From winning the crown to becoming an actress to working towards so many NGOs, and also adopting children, not choosing to get married. There are so many things that proves that she has lived life on her terms. She's taken decisions by herself for herself, and she is a true example for me in terms of women empowerment. So that is one thing that I really appreciate about her, and this is why I think that she's my ideal, because I really like people who are able to take stand for their own self, who are self motivated, and who like taking their life decisions or taking their life in their hands irrespective of what the society thinks about them. So that is one thing why I really look up to her. Next is, why are you leaving your current company? Now this could be asked to people who are already employed. हो सकता है कि आप already एक cabin crew हो दूसरे एयरलाइन में, एंड आप ये एयरलाइन ज्वाइन करना चाह रहे हो. उन लोगों के लिए आंसर्स देना थोड़ा इजी हो जाता है बिकॉज यू आर ऑलरेडी इन द प्रोफेशन. बट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पीपल जो कैबिन क्रू नहीं है बट दे आर एम्प्लॉयड एट अदर प्लेसेस, या जो फ्रेशर है हु हैव जस्ट फिनिश्ड कॉलेज, या हु हैव जस्ट फिनिश्ड देयर 12th एंड वांट टू बिकम अ कैबिन क्रू. तो उनसे अगर ऐसा कुछ सवाल पूछा जाए तो आप क्या जवाब दोगे? So maybe you can talk about you are seeking for new challenges, you want to learn how the situation is. Maybe अगर आपका जो पहला जॉब था वो कैसा था, maybe it was a 9 to 5 job where you were going to office every day at 9 o'clock, coming back home at 5, and it had become very monotonous. You wanted to experience new challenges, that's why you wanted to move. Maybe you wanted to experience this lifestyle of being a cabin crew, of traveling the world, interacting with people, meeting new people, understanding new cultures, working in a team together. It can also be about relocating to a certain place, and you can talk about that you wanted to move to that city and you saw that this job opening is it's a good opportunity for you to advance professionally as well, for your career growth, and also for your personal situation also. Maybe this would help you, and that's why you wanted to move. Whatever is your decision, just be honest with the recruiter. Next question is, why fluency in English is important to be in the aviation industry? So this you can answer probably in this way, that the aviation industry is basically a global workplace, you can say. You have people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different people from different nationalities are part of the aviation industry. And to have effective communication, or to communicate, which is the key aspect or one of the most important things to master in the aviation industry, we should have at least one language which is spoken in common. So we are all able to communicate in one language. That will bridge the gap between us, because there are times when you travel from your country to another country, you see people of different cultures, and the way they talk and the way they deal with things. Now how are we going to communicate? There has to be at least one language which is spoken globally. Everywhere around the world it is the universal language, and everywhere around the world it is the most widely spoken language. So it becomes easier to communicate, it becomes easier to master one of the key aspects that the aviation industry requires you to master, which is effective communication. That's why I believe fluency in English is very important. Next question is, talk about your favorite food or talk about your favorite festival. So this is self-explanatory, I'm not going to go in detail, but if somebody asks you what is your favorite food or what is your favorite cuisine, if I had to answer this question, I will always say wherever I go, whichever part of the world I go, My favorite cuisine is and will always be Indian food. So why? There are reasons. Because from my childhood until the present day, I've always loved the spices that we have. The natural ingredients that we add to our food is amazing. Nutritional value that each food of ours provides, it's very good. Next question is, what are the skills required to be a cabin crew? So I think a cabin crew's most important duty is to ensure the safety of passengers and comfort and well-being of the passengers on board. Now, having said this, some of the important skills that a cabin crew must possess is solving problems, solving issues on board, being professional, maintaining the standard protocols provided by the company, and being adaptable as well. Because you have to understand that a cabin crew's job is not easy. The only reason being is that there are no 2 days which are same. So you have to be adaptable towards the timings of your flights, the timings of your duties. You may have extended hours of duties, you may have delays, you may have issues sometimes with guests who are not very happy with you. So being adaptable is also one of the skills that I think is very important. Having strong interpersonal skills, that is talking, communicating effectively with your team members and with the guests who are on board, is also very important. There could be many skills, but these are some of the skills that are coming to me right now in my mind, so I'm discussing this with you. And apart from this, being multilinguistic, if you know more than one language apart from English, if there are more languages that you know, it can be an added advantage, because I think that you have passengers coming from all walks of life, people coming from different countries, people coming from different states in India, and if you know a certain language other than English or Hindi, then it is also a good skill that could be important in the aviation industry. So these are some of the skills that you can mention that a cabin crew should possess. Question is, are you a team player or a solo worker? I am both, if I had to talk about myself, because I think being in a team, working effectively together, holding everybody together and working towards achieving a goal as a team is important, but there are times when you should be able to work independently as well. So I believe that I am both, and I also believe that working together is as important as working solo. Having said this, I also would like to quote an example why I'm saying that I believe that I'm both. Is because there are times when you need to work effectively in a team, you need to communicate, you need to understand, and you need to empathize with your team members as well, that there could be possibilities when they need your help, and you always have to anticipate not just your guest needs but also your colleagues' needs and help them and complete a task. Apart from that, there could be a time when there is a guest who's specifically counting on you for certain things. At that moment, working solely or working independently and working without anybody supervising you also is a skill that you must possess. This is the reason why I said that I love being a team player. I love working in a team. I love working towards completing a task together as one team, because you get to learn so many ideas and so many ways that you can complete a certain task. But having said that, I also enjoy working independently without anybody watching me. I love completing my tasks which are assigned to me, even if it is an individual task. Next question is, what is more important to you, beauty or intellect? So this can be asked in many ways, but if I had to choose, and I think mostly people would choose intellect or brains over beauty, the reason is very simple and common. It is that your beauty or your outer presence can always fade, but how you present yourself, how you are from within, how you portray yourself from your intellect is what matters and what is going to stay with you forever. Next question is, how will you calm an angry passenger? So for an experienced cabin crew, I know आप लोग के पास ढेरों जवाब होंगे इस क्वेश्चन के, but let's talk about how the freshers can answer this question. So they want to know कि अगर आप cabin crew नहीं बने हो लेकिन आपके पास थोड़ा बहुत information या knowledge तो होगा इस industry के बारे में, आपको पता है skills क्या होते हैं, बाकी सारी चीज़ें, attributes क्या होते हैं cabin crew बनने के लिए, एंड ये चीज़ तो नहीं हो सकती कि आप शायद कभी एनकाउंटर ना करो एज अ cabin crew कि you saw somebody who's upset. It's your job to make sure that every passenger on board is comfortable. You have to take care of the well-being of every passenger. तो आप इसका जवाब कैसे दोगे? You can always say that since well-being of a passenger is my priority or is important for me, anybody even in real life, अगर आप real life में भी ये चीज़ follow करते हो तो maybe it will help you. If you see somebody who's angry, maybe you can calm him down. The first thing that you should do is calm the person, try to understand by listening to him, try and understand what is the problem, why is this person so angry. Then you try and understand, putting yourself in that person's shoes. उसका मतलब होता है you empathize with that person. अगर आपके साथ ये सिचुएशन होती तो आप कैसे रिएक्ट करते हैं सिचुएशन के साथ. So you try to understand that part. आफ्टर दैट वट एवर इज इन योर हैंड्स, जो जो चीज़ें पॉसिबल है आपको, आप कर सकते हो उनके लिए, वो आप कोशिश करोगे करने के लिए, टू मेक श्योर दैट ही इज़ ओके, टू मेक श्योर दैट ही काम्स डाउन, बिकॉज ही इज़ एंग्री. you've heard his problem, you've understood that यार ये सच में मुझे भी शायद गुस्सा आता, बिकॉज ये तो गलत चीज़ कर दी, ये गलत चीज़ हो गई है इनके साथ. तो आप क्या करोगे आगे? यू विल ट्राई टू गेट अ सोल्यूशन टूवर्ड्स दैट प्रॉब्लम. After that, once you provide a solution, whatever is within your limits for that situation, जो आप कर सकते हो अपने लिमिट, अपने दायरे में रह के, अपने सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड, सर्विस स्टैंडर्ड्स में रह के, whatever you can provide for that person, you will do that. उसके अलावा what else will you do? Then you will ask the guest or you will ask the passenger, are you happy with whatever has happened? Are you happy with the outcome? You were angry for this situation. I understood what your problem is, and this is the solution that I've provided to you. I hope this will make things better for you. So this is what you can do as a normal person in real life also. If somebody is angry, this is the only solution. This is the only way we can go ahead and make things better. So this is the way probably you can give your answer. Next question is why Facebook should have a dislike button. I think not just Facebook, everything else that's on social media that is for where content creation is involved, where people are there to socialize, people are there to interact, people are there to converse with each other, there should be a like and dislike button. Because if there is a button where the content creator knows that this content is being liked, there should also be a button where the content creator knows where he should improve, which is in the form of dislike. And apart from disliking, there should be not just disliking option, but there should also be an option of disliking and commenting why you did not like this content. So I think that whenever there is a dislike button in any platform on social media, there should always be a reasoning as well added to it as to why that thing is disliked, so that the person who has created it gets an idea or gets an insight what is working socially and what is not. Just getting to know the facts about, just getting to know positive facts about a certain content is not fair. I think there should also be an option of disliking and commenting after that the reason why that content was disliked, so that the content creator knows where he should be working and what can be posted on social media for the betterment or for the audience, or what the audience wants to watch. That's why I think a dislike button should be there on Facebook. Next question is, what do you love about your city? तो आप जिस भी city से हैं, please try and talk about your city, know about your city. It's a good opportunity to know a lot of other facts about your own city. आज के इस वीडियो में बस इतना ही. अगर आपको ये वीडियो इन्फॉर्मेटिव लगा तो आप मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हैं, इस वीडियो को लाइक कर सकते हैं. प्लीज़ शेयर कीजिए अगर आप जानते हैं किसी को जो कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यूज़ के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा है. एंड यही नहीं, अगर आप कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू में रिसेंटली किसी भी इंटरव्यू में पार्ट आपने लिया है तो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर कि अगर आपको और क्वेश्चंस पता है तो आप शेयर कीजिए कमेंट सेक्शन में. बिकॉज आप जैसे कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यूज़ के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जो वीडियोस देख रहे हैं, कमेंट्स रीड कर रहे हैं, उनको भी एक क्वेश्चन एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा, एक एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगा टू प्रिपेयर ऑन. एंड वैसे ही आपको भी शायद किसी और के कमेंट्स देख के कुछ एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल सके. तो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर कि आपसे भी अगर कुछ और क्वेश्चंस पूछा गया है इन क्वेश्चंस के अलावा तो आप वो कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर लिखें. Thank you very much for your time, and bye bye.